Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Railway Empire. We are continuing our run here. This is I think the third chapter. We're supposed to be kind of going west here, but I've been setting up a big setup between Grand Rapids and Toledo. I probably did it wrong. In retrospect, I think there's other ways I could have done this. It's still going to work just fine the way it currently is, but I think there were other ways I could have moved some stuff around and made things work a little bit better for us. But it's okay. Like I said, learning process, it's all going to be fine. I'm still kind of happy with it. I'm still having fun, which is, I think, one of the important things. Let's get us a small train station for our corn here. I don't know if I can easily pull it into that side. Well, I'd like to try and the reason I'd like to try to do that is because it might be a big curve here, but in some weird artifacting. It will use up this side of the line that I'm not going to be using for anything else anyway. So I'd like to pull this onto this side if I can. I mean, it's probably terrible, but it doesn't actually give us a rating of how bad this is, to be honest. For now, we're just going to keep using the double tracks here, the two different platforms here. But at some point, if we decide to add something else in here, we can move some stuff around. All right, so that takes care of that. We do need to get some signals. It's not going to be very long signals on this side, but that's all right. Looks like we can get 2 signals and 2 signals. That one's a little bit short, but I think it'll be okay. We don't have supplies again because I'm terrible at supplies. I guess the corn. Let's get. Do we want 2 lines? I don't know. Eventually, we're going to be happy to have 2 lines, but probably early on, it's probably going to be a bit overkill. We'll do freight here. In at Perry Farm, you're going to go ahead and make sure you grab the full amount. And we're going to say, get us a locomotive. We'll go with the dragons. I do need to upgrade our other trains with dragons at some point, I think. And then we will clone. Wait, let me make sure I have the right one. These. Oh, I'm in signal mode. I was like, what's going on? Let's grab you, clone you. Okay. And now we need to get up the sugar setup. All right, let's go figure out what's going on with Toledo. Why is Toledo not growing? That sawmill needs wood. That might be the biggest reason why it's not growing. It's because it doesn't have the wood. Do we have wood anywhere? Way down there. I don't see any other very close by, so we might have to accept that it's way down there and just pull it into the system anyway. I don't know the best way to do that. Probably the best way to do it would be connect it to this warehouse, right? But, oh, I forgot to, oh, I did set you, okay, I set you up. I was going to say, I forgot to set you up to say you're going to use corn. All right, we got lots of people. We got engineers, we got market crier. What do you do? Promotes the possibilities of trains, increasing mail or passenger volume by 50% in your cities for over 12 weeks. You know what? Why not? We'll see what you do. Maybe you can give us some more money. We do have some more research we can grab. We did get the dragon. We don't have an express train. It'd be nice to save up for that. Allows the use of caboose on trains, thereby increase the bonuses for all employees. I'm not as concerned about that right this second. We do already have the refrigerator cars. I didn't realize that. First purchase price on new locomotives. I like that. So let's see if we can hold off for that one. Can we, just because I'm curious now, if we were to grab one of these warehouse trains, could we have set you guys up? Yeah, we can set you up with refrigerator cars. Okay. Well, let me go through this for a second. Let's do the passenger lines first, because I think those are going to be easy ones to set up. So for the passenger lines, we're going to tell you guys to have the dining car and the mail car. Are those free to do? It's probably a bulk way to do all of this, but I just don't know it. And we do still need to upgrade these guys to a better train at some point. to confirm, I didn't have to save any of that, did I? No, okay, we're good. All right, so that takes care of those, gets us a little bit more profits from those. We can grab this now. Reduce the purchase price of new locomotives. I'm happy with that. Once we get to 100, we can get our better express train set up as well. Kind of need some money at this point. I have a lot of money. I was like, what does this button do? I know what it does for the buying the trains, but it just hires all the staff. Okay, I get it now. So the dining car and the mail car are 2 of the 8 cars that we get to run. We're still actually transferring very little through trains, which is surprising to me. Oh, I bet it's because we don't have true express trains right now. Because we don't have the fastest trains in the West. Or whatever. At some point we need to pay these off and get new ones, I think. Alright, how are we doing on... We're up to 99,000. We got 4 rural business connected. Do we really only have 4? 1, 2... Oh, because we never did the sugar. So we're just waiting to get up to 8. So it's possible we went overkill on some of this. Which is fine. That's what it's the best way to play, right? Is overkill. There's no kill like overkill. Let's get us the sugar. I'm going to pull it on to the top side only because there might be a lot of train railways going down through the bottom at some point. And we're just going to pull it into... I'm not... Click you? I guess I did not. Grab that. You're going to come from there, alongside, and then just merge in at the end here. Let's get our signal set up. Good stuff. Supply tower again, because I'm terrible at this game still. It's not a big deal to set up an extra supply. Can you really have too many supply towers? I mean, really. All right, we don't have enough money for the trains themselves, so we'll just wait for a minute. Doing a lot of stuff, and I don't have a lot of I'm not making a ton of money right now. It's like these vegetable ones. I'm assuming these guys just don't eat vegetables. Is that what it is? No, they do. Everybody needs vegetables. Have we filled up our stuff here? We have almost filled up with grain. We could max these out, which probably is not a bad idea. I could literally go up to max. You know, let's just go to max. I don't think there's any reason not to just set them to max. There probably is, because then you're getting a lot of materials that are just sitting there. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do that. That's fine. We just still need to set up the train here. Between here and here. And this will be freight. And in Thompson Manor, we want to make sure you're doing max. And we're going to go ahead and add the locomotives. We're going to add the dragons. And this time we will go ahead and make sure we add the refrigerator cars. And we want to duplicate you at least once. And I do want to go through all my other trains and get their refrigerator cars set up as well. Which refrigerator car means that you have one less. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to grab you. Yeah, it means you have one less supply, but... Oh, which... How does that work with the 8? Did it just change it to... Warehouse South cannot be reached? Did I just delete something? Oh, I just accidentally flipped you. That was really weird. I was trying to click on the train, and I guess I just clicked on you. I want to click on you. Or actually, I want to click on you, and I want to check your, what are you doing here? Did you just drop it? No, it still says 8. I don't really care about the, I mean, because I don't care about the employees. I'm not happy with the employee mechanic in this game, so I just don't care. Min max. Okay, it says max number of rail cars. I guess it doesn't mess anything up because it just starts with one rail car already full, which is the refrigerator car, right? I'm assuming that's kind of how that's working. So it has one rail car. It's going to get 7 more, and technically it'll count as 8 rail cars. I think that's how that's going to work. Let's come up here. Let's edit these. Again, there's probably... I wish there was a better book way to do this, but it's all right. And then we'll grab you. Okay. Actually, do we need the refrigerator cars for these trains? Because they're not actually selling anything, right? They're just taking it to the... Yeah, I don't know that we need the refrigerator cars for that part because... I was thinking the reason I was clicking that is because I've seen if anything changed anywhere. I actually don't think we need the refrigerator cars for these parts. I could be completely wrong, but because we're not actually selling this anywhere with these trains, somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. It feels like we only need the refrigerator cars for like, well, we definitely need the refrigerator cars for the beef, right? Because those are getting sold directly. Presumably, although the idea of refrigerating cows, because presumably these are actual cows and not the beef inside the cows, because the beefs could be made in Toledo, so it feels a little weird, but I assume cows count as food, yes? Do we have a way to like explicitly see that? I don't know. I don't know that it hurts anything to do it this way, but we definitely want to get all of our freight lines in here set up with refrigerator carts. Doesn't seem to cost us anymore. Most of this does is it means you're not carrying as much stuff with you. Did I miss one? Yep. Alright, so that should be all of them. I do have enough money to... Well, first off, we're going to pay back one of these things just so I don't forget over here. We technically have a year, but let's just pay these both back. Just to kind of renew this stuff. It'll be fine. Okay. Spend money, make money, all that kind of stuff. All right. And what I wanted to do is I do want to go ahead and upgrade our trains. So I do want to go to the Dragon for all of our freight. And then we do want to be able to grab this and all of our express trains. Yep. Which are none. Oh, okay, I know what I can do. I bet I can do all that are currently... No, dragons. Okay, I did that wrong. Do I just have to upgrade these individually? Because these are all dragons now? That's not really what I wanted to happen. I think I did that wrong. But you're not actually an express train right now. You're doing passengers and mail, but you're not currently an express train. All right, I have an issue down there. I'll fix it in a second. That looks like it fixed itself. How do I explicitly say which trains I want to do? Passenger, okay, there we go. All that are passenger mail. Okay, that's what I want. Did it actually save us money? Was that cheaper? Well, that's what must have thrown me off, is that's cheaper. Okay, now we have a new record speed. Okay, that's all working out. We got tons of money. I need to slow down the game because I'm going too fast game speed, and I'm not able to keep up with myself. Mixed. I don't think we care about the mix because we both the freight and the other things going individually. Let's grab the power. I like that. And let's grab the reduced maintenance, whatever stuff. That's good. All right, going a little bit slower here so that I can kind of wrap my head around what in the world's going on. I want to start getting a line over to Chicago now. And figuring that stuff out. How do we want to go about that? I kind of want to pause for a second and wrap my brain around this. I'm tempted to do the other method of transporting goods here. Of doing warehouses, I mean. Because there's two ways you can do warehouses. You can do like a middle, well, there's more than 2 ways. What am I saying? You can do something like in the middle here, right? And there's a couple different ways to do that. You can do like a pass-through. You can do like a separate warehouse, separate lines, all sorts of stuff. There's lots of ways to do this. But another thing you can do is you can just put warehouses on each side of your cities. But the first thing we want to do is we want to get a train station over here. We're going to get us a large train station with signal control in Chicago. It's big enough, I think, to justify that. We'll just kind of, well, I do want to put it close to the middle, but I also kind of want to try to avoid the river until we absolutely need to go through the river. So something like that maybe should help us to avoid the river a little bit. And then we want to, I don't think it's going to matter as much because of the way I'm going to do the warehouses here. We'll just come off this top line. We'll come through here. And we'll just come all the way over here to this. And that thing's going to get in the way. So if we just come up here, then we can connect to that and we'll actually be able to use that supply stuff. All right. Pay for that. 200 grand.
You do know that the two rails have to run parallel to each other, right?
Are they not?
It's pretty amateurish to me.
Are they not parallel to each other? We'll do that. We will get us a supply tower down on this side of things. We will then set up the signals. Go in that direction. And that direction. And so now we've got that set up. This will just be for passengers, ideally. So we're going to
if you carry on at this pace,
go from Toledo
instead of taking the train
down to Chicago. And this is going to be passenger and mail only. And we're going to have the new express train up here. We are going to add the dining car and the mail car. And close that. And I don't know why I lose the train for a second. Oh, no, it's still selected. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and clone this train. Probably several more times. And we've got 6 going between these two. We could probably do 8 going through here, but we'll do 6 for now and see where that gets us. And okay, I'm happy with that. You're waiting to be activated. That's okay. As soon as these kind of leave the station and kind of get moving, we'll all be okay. All right. So the other way to do warehouses, which I think I can do with this kind of setup here, is to... I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this so that we can supply the warehouses with all of these goods that we have. What is the best way to do this? This is a little bit of a mess. I'm not going to lie. I want to grab any of these guys. I probably should be grabbing these people, but I just don't care. It's too much. It's too micromanagey. I don't want to micromanage that much. We'll grab the mail profits. That's fine. Random breakdowns. We probably should stick us a maintenance station on this side of things. Just set it and forget it. It's possible we got a lot of trains waiting up in this area. Let me pause the game for a second so I can think about how I want to set this up. What I want to do is don't know. I mean, I have ideas, but I don't know the best way to make it happen the way I wanted to make it happen. I want to pull these warehouses into my new warehouse system, but it's not going to be easy. Could come out the back of Toledo and set them up that way. Just run through Toledo. It's not ideal, but given the situation, that might be okay. Let me fix... let me actually unpause for a second. But you get out of the way. Alright, so you're out of the way. Now I'm going to delete this for a second. We're going to kind of set something back here somewhere. And then we're going to connect you guys to there. And there. And let's just make sure the signals are still good. I think that one's still good. And then we'll put the supply tower back in place. And... okay, so then it's going to be a little goofy, but I think we can make it work. I'm going to go ahead and put a train line through there. Just so that we can double up on that supply tower and don't have to do anything else with it. And then we're going to set us up a big warehouse down here. And it just has to be close enough that it can supply Toledo. Like that, maybe. And can we connect these two? Or is this going to be too tight of a turn? That's the big question. I'm going to go out to the outside so it's just a less tight turn, maybe. Alright, something like that. We're still using the supply depot. Technically, we can use the repairs there. Now this warehouse, what I wanted to do is, and we're just going to call this warehouse Toledo. It's going to accept that. It's going to accept the corn. It's going to accept the meat, the sugar, the vegetables. All it's going to have for right now. We'll add some more stuff later. We'll just max everything out. It's not going to be a problem. Did we max this one out over here? Yeah, we did. Okay. So now we just got to be able to get this supplied somehow. And the good news is basically actually what we need to do now, it's going to take the trip a little bit longer. But if we just supply this instead of Toledo, Toledo will just get all the supplies that it needs. So all of our trains that are coming through here. And again, it's a little bit weird. I would have rather had this set up slightly differently because they're going to have to go through Toledo. But if we can, I think we can do this. If we tell you to change your route, and instead of going from Toledo, you actually go to Toledo Warehouse. We'll just put that first just because it was first before. Toledo Warehouse to the north, to Grand Rapids to the north, back to Toledo Warehouse. I think the way this will work is it'll drop everything off here instead of directly into Toledo itself. And that will still supply Toledo, but also supply the warehouse. I think that's how that's going to work. We'll find out. And same thing for you. And again, the warehouse should be in a better place than this. But I'm trying to just show off another way to do this that I think can work. And we'll keep an eye on it. If it looks like Toledo is suffering, then we will change our minds, obviously. We'll come down here, grab these. And you are also going, again, to the Toledo warehouse. And the reason we're doing this as an alternative is because now I can get another set of lines going to Chicago that pull from this warehouse instead. And it's going to be a combined warehouse of kind of both of these effectively. And again, it's kind of silly to do it this way given our other stuff that we've got set up, but I think it's a valid way to do it still. And we'll find out if it works. So now we're hopefully going to be seeing this warehouse get some supplies. Hopefully. If I did it right. We got to pick another good at some point. At some point it'd probably be like lumber, maybe. But anyway, so that's that. So now what we can do is we can set up a warehouse on the other side in Chicago. Kind of outside here, right? Oh, we want to do it with the signaling control if at all possible. So put a warehouse way out here. Can still feed Chicago, right? And now we can pull in some lines. Plus we can feed stuff into that Chicago warehouse that can make its way back over here at some point in the future. just going to kind of, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to kind of come up close to this line, I suppose. Might be a little too close, but we'll see if I can get that working. We need money. I feel like we're making good money. Station Master I would like to get. Oh, I actually like that as well. Okay. We're negative. Are we going to be bankrupt now, or is it going to give us a chance to... Okay, we recovered. Alright, so you guys are waiting... Again, this section here, I didn't do right. I think I did it better over here because the express lines have the 2 middle tracks and then the warehouses are going to go on the outer tracks. So I think this side's better. This side, not so much, but that's because I wanted to go to Chicago at some point. Let's go if we can get the station master now. Because again, I do like these guys a lot. Because they're global guys. Or gals, in this case. Let's go look at our train track here. 185K, okay. I guess I probably could have just come down the bottom here. Let's just pull you down around the bottom. Kind of a long bridge here, though. I want to shorten that bridge a bit. Something like that. All right, need 170K. So these guys are waiting, but that's okay because we're just... Is it because the warehouse is full all of a sudden? The warehouse is actually full of corn. Is this warehouse going to be getting corn now? Not yet. So maybe I did something wrong. But it's gotten vegetables, so it is getting stuff. Right, we definitely know it's getting... It's probably just still dropping off... Okay, now we're getting a full load of sugar. So yeah, it is going to be getting supplies, which is good. All right, now we got enough to pay for that line. And we obviously want to do the companion line next to it. 149,000, okay. And this will get us supplies between Chicago and over here. So we're going to call this one Warehouse Chicago. I'm just going to shorten you down to WH. Cool. Warehouse Chicago. And trains loading, trains waiting. We got enough to pay for that track. Let's add in the supply tower over here. It's a very long track, so hopefully... Oh, you know what? Did you ever get it? Yeah, you did. I get a supply tower. You're good. Supply tower here. And let's set up the signals. Cool. Happy with that. Low on money. We can't set up the trains between here yet, but that is a good start to things. Grab, sure, maintenance required. Happy with that. I know the people in port just like them. All right, how's our warehouse over here coming along? It's obviously got a full supply of meat, but it's getting some sugar and vegetables. But part of it is also that we might need more trains coming through here because, in fact, we might even need some explicit trains. Also, we're getting a lot of waiting here because of how much load's coming through this area, which I'm not a huge fan of in general. I'm not going to lie. I don't like this mess here. I just don't have an easy way to fix it right this second. I might fix it later. All right, let's get some trains going between this warehouse and this warehouse. And these are going to be freight trains. And that means they're going to use the dragon. And they're going to take... this is just between warehouses, so we're not... Well, see, I don't know about this one. I might still do the refrigerator cars here. Because technically we are selling when we get to the warehouse. I don't know how that's actually going to work. We'll do it just because I'd like to... We'll see what happens. And I think we need at least probably like 6 of these here as well. Let's get 4 and then we'll kind of judge how supply's going. Did I just do 4? Or did I do 3? Okay, I did 4. Good. So we got a bunch of things going through here. So the warehouse in Chicago, it needs to accept stuff. Grain, corn, meat, sugar, and veggies. For now. All to the max for... Well... I could see why these would not want to be maxed. I'm actually going to set these to 20 for now. Because I don't want these to be maxed completely, to be honest. Okay, I'm okay with that now. I just realized we're never going to get meat over here. Oh, because I... Yeah, because I don't have... Do I have meat going explicitly to the warehouses? I don't have meat going to the warehouses. We do need meat going to the warehouse. Set these to 20 for now. I'm okay with these up here being more. I mean, it has access to meat. Okay, that's the reason I didn't set the meat up. Because it has access to meat, right? And presumably, Grand Rapids is still getting meat from Toledo just because of the direct lines as well. Cool. Toledo, right, we're growing. We're getting there. We do have a better express train. Wow, that's actually a very fast express train. Is there any reason not to grab this? I guess not. Which means that we can come in here and presumably now we can find all of our express trains. Yeah, 6 for each set of cities. And make these super fast now. Ticket prices? Yeah, I mean, we're doing a lot of express trains. We might as well make the ticket prices more. 49 miles an hour. I like it. All right. I haven't even been looking at the tasks. We're up to 236,000. We only have 5 rural networks connected, though. And we only got 2 years to finish this. So let me get some more rural networks connected. Indianapolis would also like to be connected, apparently. What else do we want to connect to our setup here? I might need to pause the game here in a minute and just think about that. Oh, we're actually over time. I guess we'll put a cut in there and I'll be thinking about it. And then when we come back, I will determine what else I want to connect to our network based on some needs and things. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, more stuff. I do appreciate you guys watching though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.